What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? 2501 here. Hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday. Okay, so we've got another video from God Saga. This one's given the teaser for the new Shrek movie. This one seems kind of appropriate. We've got what if Shrek met Jesus Christ? Okay, well, he wouldn't look like shrunk and dinky in the new movie. I'll tell you that much right now. Anyway, so let's see what God Saga has for us in this one. See if it's got a good message. And go.
Shrek, you and I both know there's more to life than scaring people and being a recluse in your swamp. But let's get real.
Oh yeah,
here.
I mean, he got over
You're
that
not
like the first
fooling
movie.
Anyone. You act tough. You put up all those walls, literally and metaphorically.
True.
But we both know there's a big heart under all that grumpiness.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here, having this little chat with you.
Ooh,
Because
geez,
honestly, you've got what it takes to do good, to be someone people look up to.
Yeah.
An ogre with a heart of gold, if you will. Oh, let's talk about that time you went head-to-head with Lord Farquaad. Yeah,
Ooh.
I saw that.
No,
That was bravery.
you got them.
Standing up for Fiona like that.
Yeah.
You fought a dragon, you stormed a castle, and not because you were looking for glory, but because it was the right thing to do. Now that's the Shrek I'm talking about.
There you
See,
go.
you've already got it in you.
Shrek
You've
is
just been
love.
holding
Shrek
back.
is life.
And why?
Now, which will you
Because
give
you're
to
worried
Shrek?
about what people will think. Or is it because you're afraid of getting hurt? I get it, Shrek.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You've been burned before. People judge you before they even know you. They see an ogre and assume the worst. But here's the thing. You don't have to let that define you. Remember what I said about using your gifts for good. Think of your strength. It's a tool. You can build with it, not just destroy. There's a lot of power.
These are
in showing
literally the
people they
lessons
were
that
wrong
were
about
taught in the
you
Shrek
and
movies.
doing it through kindness. That's a game changer. And don't
It
pretend
is a good
like
lesson
you don't
to
care
have,
what
though.
others think, because I know deep down you do. Speaking of caring, let's dive into that friendship with Donkey for a second.
Donkey!
Yeah, I know he's a little much, but let's be real.
That's hilarious. If they even have a thing like that where Jesus Christ says donkey's a little much. That would actually be pretty good. I love that.
Donkey's the best thing that's happened to you. Sure, he talks too much, sings too much, and never seems to give you
Hums
a
too
moment's
much.
peace, but he's loyal.
Yeah.
He's
that's
there for you, Shrek. Even when you've pushed him away time and time again, he sticks by you. Now that's what I
True.
call friendship. But here's
That's what
the
friends
kicker.
do. They
He
forgive
saw
each
something
other.
in you that no one else did. He saw goodness. Why do you think he kept hanging around? He wasn't just there for the swamp. He saw that underneath all that gruff,
I'm sure the show
there was someone
part
worth
of it.
being friends with. That's a lesson for life right there. You can push people away, act like you don't need anyone, but real relationships, they're a two-way street. You can't just take, you've got to give, too. And I'm not talking about big, grand gestures. I'm talking about the small stuff. Listening, helping, being there when someone needs you. That's how you grow those relationships, Shrek. It's how you make them last. You might have started your journey with Donkey as two unlikely companions, but look where you ended up. That's the magic of friendship. And if you can open your heart to that,
Kind of.
imagine what
He
else
wound up
is
mooching
possible.
off of his in-laws in
You
the
see,
far,
Shrek,
far
no
away
one's
kingdom.
asking you
Actually,
to
that's where he
become
wound up.
something you're not. You don't have to stop being an ogre or change your personality.
Oh,
That's
he's
not
still an
what
ogre.
doing good is about. It's about using what you already have.
Even when he was
Your heart,
got turned into a
your
human, he
strength,
was still an
your
ogre.
experience, and putting it to work in the
You
right
see that
way.
one picture?
People think
when he
that
got hit in the
changing means
nads.
becoming a whole different person, but that's not true.
No.
Real change is about refining who you are, becoming
Yeah.
the best version of yourself.
Be the best you
And trust
you
me,
can be.
There's a whole lot of good inside you that's waiting to come out. Here's something to think about. Every time you lash out, every time you push someone away, you're missing an opportunity to grow, to learn, to experience something new. And I know, Shrek, that sounds like a lot of
Annoyance.
emotional talk, but hey, that's why I'm here.
That's life.
You might not like it, but I'm here to give it to you straight. That swamp of yours, it's not just your home, it's a reflection of you. And right now, it's got a few too many walls, don't you think? Let's talk about those walls. You've built them up so high, you can't even see what's beyond them anymore. Sure, you think they're keeping you safe, but really they're just keeping you isolated. And isolation,
kind of the point.
Shrek, is the enemy of growth. Remember Proverbs 27:17? As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. You can't sharpen yourself alone in that swamp. You need people. You need community. And I know that scares you, but that's where the real magic happens.
That's because people are kind of
Think about the journey you've been on, Shrek. You started off alone, angry, and misunderstood.
Now he's got
But by
friends
the
and
time you met
family.
Fiona, you were different. You had learned, you had grown, and most importantly, you had opened your heart just enough to let someone in. That's the beauty of change. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen by force. It happens one step at a time. And each time you make the choice to be better, to do better, that's when the transformation begins. Now, I'm not here to preach at you. Well, maybe a little bit. But the point is, Shrek, doing
that's
good
the point.
isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about waking up every day and choosing to do better than the day before. That's it. It's not some grand, unattainable goal. It's just a series of small choices that add up over time. And before you know it, you're a different person. Not because you changed everything about yourself, but because you let the best parts of you shine through. And that temper of yours...
That is a really
we've all seen it. The
That's a really
roaring,
messed
the
up
smashing,
picture.
the shutting people out. But here's the thing. Anger, it's like a fire. Sure, it's powerful, but left unchecked, it'll burn everything down, including you.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Proverbs
Let's
16:32
just say I used
says,
to be really, really bad
better
with
a
my
patient
temper.
person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city. You've got the strength to control that fire, Shrek. It's not about suppressing your feelings, but channeling them in the right direction. Use that fire to protect, not to destroy. Use it to stand up for what's right, not just to defend your pride. Shrek, I know you've got this tough guy act, and sure, you've scared off a lot of people in your day. But here's the thing. You're
You
not
can
as
let
hard
Arnie-
as you want everyone to
Dude,
think.
why does he keep going back
Deep
to that
down,
one?
you've got a heart bigger than any of those castles you've stormed. You care, Shrek.
I think he stormed
I've
like
seen it.
2-3
You might
castles.
want to keep it a secret, but it's there, shining through every once in a while when you think no one's looking. Well, I'm looking, and it's time we talk about it. You've always acted like being an ogre means you have to be alone, but you've let people in, whether you meant to or not.
Oh, as I understand it,
Take
Shrek had a bad
Donkey,
upbringing.
for example. He's about
Donkey.
as persistent as they come,
Yeah.
and yet for some reason, you let him hang around. Why? Because you cared. You didn't scare him off because, even though he gets under your skin, you saw something
He tried
in
to scare him off, it just didn't
Loyalty, friendship. That's not something you find every day, Shrek. And you let him stay,
A
didn't
true
you?
friend
Don't
is
play
worth their
tough
weight
with
in
me.
gold, seriously.
I know you did. And that's because you've got more compassion in you than you give yourself credit for.
I've had very
It's
few
funny, really.
true friends.
The
in
big,
my life.
bad ogre, letting in the one creature who drives him absolutely crazy. But that's what makes you, well, you. You've got this way of showing compassion without even realizing it. Remember when Fiona was locked away in that tower, waiting for her prince? You could have left her there. You could have done the job, collected your reward, and gone back to your swamp. But no,
He did.
you didn't do that.
Actually,
you
he
went
did
above
do
and
that.
beyond. You didn't just see her as another problem to solve. You saw her as a person, someone who needed help.
Well, he did
and you
start
were
seeing her
there
as a
for
person,
her.
but at
And
first,
let's be
you know,
honest,
he was just
Shrek,
like that.
That's not the kind of thing an evil ogre does. That's the kind of thing someone with a heart does.
Well, from what I understand,
you put on
Shrek's
a
father
show,
tried to eat
acting
him.
like it's no big deal. But I know the truth. You cared. You always have. It's just that sometimes you're too afraid to show it because you think it'll make you look weak. But here's the secret, Shrek. Compassion doesn't make you weak. It makes you stronger. Let's take a look at Matthew 5:7. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. You've got mercy in you,
That's a good
Shrek.
one. I like that one.
You've shown it before, and you'll show it again. The world might not always give it back right away, but trust me,
Forever.
it'll come around. You've just got to keep putting it out there. And I know sometimes it feels like you're giving and not getting anything back. But remember, you don't do good because you expect something in return. You
That's
do
true.
it because it's the right thing to do. Think about it. How many times have you been there for Fiona, Donkey, even the people of far, far away, and didn't get a thank you? Plenty, I'm sure. But did that
that's true.
stop you? Nope. You kept going because deep down, you know that helping others, whether they appreciate it or not, isn't about recognition. It's
The
about
boys
making
right
the
there,
world
man.
just a little bit better. That's something you've got in you, Shrek. That's what makes you different from all the other tough guys out there. And I know you've been hurt. I know that compassion feels like a risk sometimes. Every time you open up, every time you let someone in, there's that chance that they'll take advantage of it, that they'll hurt you. But you can't live your life afraid of that. You can't let fear keep you from being the person you're meant to be. Proverbs 3:27 says, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to act." And Shrek, you've got a lot of power to do good. You've just got to use it. You've got what it takes, Shrek. You've shown it time and time again. So stop holding back. The world needs more people like you, more ogres like you, who are willing to care, to help, to step up when things get tough. And the best part, when you lead with compassion, you don't just change the lives of the people around you. You change your own life, too.
That's a good thing to think about, actually. That's a good one. This one actually is a pretty good lesson. Well, guys, hope you guys got something out of that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like this video and subscribe. Click a link to the original. Like the original. Subscribe to God Saga. Encourage them to keep making more of these. These are some good ones. Not all of them are really great messages, but this one was a pretty good one. So I will see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. And God bless all of you. I really appreciate everyone who watches even these things. I know they're not popular. A lot of people. I mean, I could get a few more bucks in if I put out another meme video or something like that. But I think this is something that I need to do. I think the world could use a little extra piece in it. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. And bye-bye. And God bless you all.